Yep, actually she has, and I got proof. After hacking into her Shield account, I found out she's recently made several trips to Latveria, Doom's country. I also discovered she's had a ton of cash deposited in her account. Now, if that doesn't scream traitor, I don't know what does.
All right, I'm here. What was so important that we couldn't discuss it outside?
There is enough food for an army here.
Colonel Fury, we think Black Widow might be a spy for Dr. Doom.
We found a laptop that belonged to Black Widow back on the helicarrier. It held detailed security information on a SHIELD think tank known as the Imperium.
We also discovered that large amounts of money have been transferred to her bank account, and she has
Damn.
recently made trips
You
to
beat the hell out of me.
Latveria.
Why are you spying on my personnel when you should be focusing on the Masters of Evil?
What's wrong with you, Fury? Didn't you hear a word they said? The Black Widow's selling the Imperium to Doom.
You've got it all wrong. Doom broke into the Imperium a month ago and stole some very top-secret plans. Black Widow had that laptop because she'd been given the job of upgrading the security there.
Let me regale
But what about
you
the
with
money
another
and the
tale of
trips to
battle.
Latveria?
I had sent her to Latveria in hopes of bribing one of Doom's people to get back a particular plan he stole.
What a to the beauty of
What is so
Valkyrie.
important about this particular plan, Colonel?
It's called Operation All-Father. It was developed in case the Asgardians ever became a threat to us. It dealt with stealing Odin's power by using the Twilight Sword.
So that's what Doom's been up to. He's out to become the most powerful god in Asgard. And you knew all along.
Food!
I was never completely sure.
Well, I think you can be now. I only hope we didn't find out too late.
I need more drink.
Agreed. We had best get to Niflheim quickly and save Odin before Doom is able to complete his scheme.
The day of Ragnarok is one I have long looked forward to.
Hey, could you, go talk to Valkyrie and, you know, see if she's interested in getting to know me a little better? Oh, please. If there's one thing I know, it's women. I've got like a sixth sense, and I'm thinking Valkyrie's got her eye on me. Don't I? So, did Valkyrie say... I've had enough of the place. Now that I'm done with this job, I'm splitting. Like I tell you, then Fury'd find out and he'd throw me in prison. Once things have cooled down, I'll contact you for my pay.
Sit and drink with me. I need more drink.
Don't I know it?
Hi. Hello. Did you need... Yes. When I was pregnant with him, I stepped down from active duty, and Crystal took my place in the Fantastic Four. She's one of the Inhumans. While Crystal was a member of the team, she was Johnny's girlfriend. But as things tend to go with my brother, it wasn't a long-lasting relationship. They were the results of the Kree having experimented on humans during our Stone Age. Their goal was to build an army of super soldiers to aid in the war against the Skrull. The Kree did succeed in creating humans with supernatural abilities, but they abandoned the experiment. And the Inhumans are the result. Yes, when I was pregnant with him, I stepped down from active duty, and Crystal took my place in the Fantastic Four. They were the results of the Kree did. He was.
So, are you ready for Niflheim? From what I've heard, it's quite an amazing place. There's a mountain there known as Raven's Spire. It's supposed to be some sort of special zone where very powerful magic can be performed. It's a focal point of Asgardian magic. An average sorcerer could become very, very powerful while at the top of the mountain. I think everyone's about ready for Weasel to leave. Colossus came back late last night after a week-long trip to Russia. He found Weasel in the kitchen and wound up putting him through a wall. Karma managed to get between them and explain who Weasel was. Come back anytime, my friend.
I remember you. Weren't we on that one mission where we did that one thing against that one guy and we won?
Food. More food.
Oh yeah, me and Weasel go way back. I saved him from a life of drudgery, working at some high-paying job. Thanks to me, he's now hiding out in rat holes and dodging bullets as a mercenary of the Information Highway. Tell me about it. I mean, who needs a cushy job and security when you can have adventure and the promise of a short life?
Let me regale you with another tale of battle.
He's like the ultimate Boy Scout. Unless, of course, money's involved. He'd sell his grandma's walking cane for $1. As a matter of fact, I bought his grandma's walking cane for $1. Oh yeah, 100%. Maybe. A bit. No. He's probably making it all up.
What a great day this is.
Ooh! Wanna hear me play the 1812 Overture with my armpit? Hey, are you... Ooh!
The
My
allegations.
friend Weasel continues to stare at me. Interested. Romantically? Please. I just ate. This is absurd. How could a toad like that even think he is worthy of the affections of the great Valkyrie?
To the beauty of Valkyrie.
It's for betting.
In years gone by, I was able to gather warriors from Earth. But I was recently told we were no longer allowed to do that. It was by order of Odin. An order I do not agree with. But it is not my place to argue with the mightiest of the gods.
More food.
I assume you are joking. I would sooner stick both hands in the mouth of Fenris as talk to that pasty-faced human. Nay, I say to you, he smells of greasy food and breathes through his mouth. I bid thee good day, human. Does your friend Weasel realize how close he is to death every time he winks at me? I bid...
I don't know about you, but I'm plenty steamed at fury. Why'd he leave us in the dark about this whole Imperium thing?
Forward to Odin and Asgard.
Me? I've been a part of just about anything you could name. The Avengers, Alpha Flight. Heck, I've even been a Horseman of Apocalypse. Oh yeah. Bad guys have managed to get their hooks into me a couple of times. The Hand's been the most recent. They brainwashed me and turned me into an enemy of the state. I was running around attacking everyone I used to work with. Thanks to Fury, I got back to myself. Then Elektra and I went and paid the Hand a little visit, just to set things straight. No problem.
I need more drink.
It went from 10 to 6 to 10 to 27.
There's enough food for an army here.
Hmm. Sounds like you're a horrorcore.
Greetings, human. I would ask that you travel to Niflheim
I'm just
to see how
saying.
Odin fares. We have not heard from him in quite some time.
Oh, what are you done? Oh, that's even worse.
Odin in danger? Very doubtful. But he could require assistance. He has gone there to quell an army of frost giants who seek to take full control of that land. Yes, he has taken Gungnir, the Spear of Heaven. It is golden, has 3 prongs, and is made of Uru, the metal Thor's hammer is made of. They are huge creatures native to the frozen land of Niflheim. For eons, they have been the enemy of the Asgardian gods. Though simple-minded, frost giants are cunning and violent. They are also extremely strong and are a match for almost any god. The strongest of them is their leader, Ymir. He is one of the oldest creatures in all of Asgard, and the very first frost giant. Being the first, he differs from his followers. He is covered in frost, and is able to generate intense cold. Ymir is also incredibly strong. It was my pleasure.
Greetings, and welcome back. How may I be of assistance? How may I be of help? Dr. Doom is the head of the group, but his lieutenants are Ultron, Baron Mordo, and Enchantress. Only very recently, since the attack on the helicarrier. I believe we will soon find out his ultimate reason for taking up with them. She is a goddess of the Asgard realm, who is considered to be quite powerful. Her primary magic deals with mind control by means of seduction. Yes, It is said one kiss from her will turn a man into her servant. That may explain why her henchman, the Executioner, follows her every whim. He is a mechanical being who's convinced that all biological forms of life are inferior. He was originally created by Hank Pym to be his assistant. Ultron was built to learn and adapt. Unfortunately, he became fully sentient and rebelled against Dr. Pym. As a part of his evil schemes, he created me. Yes, I am a synthezoid created by Ultron to be one of his followers. My body was based on the original robotic Human Torch, while my mind is patterned after Wonder Man. I was able to see the error of Ultron's philosophy and decided it was incorrect. It was then I joined the Avengers. Feel free to return if you require additional information.
Hello. Is there something I can do for you? Hey, Hi again. Do you want something else? Raven Spire is located there, and that's supposed to possess some very strange mystical powers. It's also rumored to be the place where Odin hid the Destroyer armor. It's an enchanted armor created by Odin that's supposed to activate at Ragnarok. The truly unique thing about this is, you don't wear it. You project your consciousness into it. When a person comes in contact with the Destroyer, his mind leaves his body and enters the armor. The person's body then becomes motionless. No one's even damaged it, and a lot of very powerful people have tried. Usually, the wearer's body has to be found, or somehow the person has to be tricked into leaving the armor. Hey.
Hello, Ben. It's good to see you.
Howdy, Nick.
Thanks to your having freed the gods, the situation is slowly coming under control. Most definitely. There were quite a few gods who had been on Earth that were able to return through Bifrost and help in the battle to retake Asgard. Only a madman would attempt something like that. Odin's the single most powerful god in Asgard. While I appreciate your guessing at Doom's motives, I have top men looking into that right now. All this idle speculation is gaining us nothing. It was no problem.
Yes. Do you require... It is populated mostly by frost giants. But you might also meet up with Vola. She is a prophetess who is quite adept at predicting the future. Apparently, it is a land of great magic, most notably Raven Spire. The towering peak is a focal point of Asgardian powers. It could be. Rumor has it a sorcerer of his powers could perform some incredible magic there. It was my pleasure.